Let's say you're walking alone through a parking garage at night. Suddenly, you hear a metallic clang behind you. Your heart rate spikes. Muscles tense. Your brain screams, "Do something." And what do? Absolutely nothing. Welcome to the freeze response, your brain's third favorite party trick when it senses danger. It's like fight or flight's weird cousin who shows up late and just stands in the corner, sweating. Freezing is actually a survival instinct. In the wild, staying perfectly still could mean the predator overlooks you. Like, that deer's not moving. Must be a tree now. But in the modern world, this glitchy pause button can get you hurt. Or worse. Imagine freezing instead of running when a car speeds toward you. Not helpful. Worse, freeze doesn't just mean physically stuck. It can also be mental. Your brain might just blue screen when you need it most. Emergency? Brain goes, "I'ma sit this one out." Cool, thanks. The kicker? Your body does this automatically. You don't choose it. It's like your nervous system is the world's worst decision maker at the world's worst moment. Basically, you're wired to survive in the woods, not Walmart. Here's a fun fact. When you're panicking, your eyes stop working like normal. They zoom in, hard on one thing. That's called tunnel vision, and your ancestors loved it. Great for spotting that saber-toothed tiger hiding in the bushes. Not so great when you're trying to escape a burning building and walk right past the clearly marked exit sign because your vision is locked on your phone. Yes, people actually do this. Tunnel vision is your brain's way of saying, focus on the threat. Unfortunately, it also means ignoring everything else, including obvious solutions to the problem. Like, stairs. Police, firefighters, and pilots train against tunnel vision because it can literally be fatal in high-stakes situations. But your average civilian? You're just one stress spike away from becoming a confused meerkat spinning in circles. Imagine being in a high-speed car chase, inside your own head. That's tunnel vision. People love to say, trust your gut. Sure, if your gut has a PhD in psychology and access to Google. Otherwise, no thanks. Your gut, aka your intuition, is based on quick, subconscious judgments. Sometimes it's weirdly spot on. Other times, it's like listening to a raccoon high on Red Bull. The issue? It evolved to help us make fast calls in dangerous environments, not to evaluate online dating profiles or figure out whether that email is a scam. In high-pressure situations, your gut usually screams the loudest when you're least equipped to think straight. Like misjudging a stranger's intentions or feeling weirdly off about a safe space while ignoring the actual red flags. Worse, gut feelings are often just anxiety wearing a trench coat. So yeah, go with your gut is great advice if you're choosing between tacos or pizza. But in a crisis, maybe consult literally any other organ. Ever found yourself in a public emergency and just stood there? Like, someone faints, and instead of helping, you look around hoping someone else knows what to do? Congratulations, you've met the bystander effect, one of your brain's dumbest safety features. The more people are around, the less likely anyone is to act. Why? Because everyone thinks, surely someone else has got this. Spoiler, no one does. In ancient times, groupthink helped keep early humans in sync. Like, if nobody's panicking, I won't either. Now, it's the reason people film disasters on their phones instead of calling 911. So yeah, your brain tries to crowdsource morality in real time. Except the crowd is just as confused as you are. In short, if you ever collapse in public, pray you're near someone who's watched Grey's Anatomy. Ever walked into a room and instantly forgot why? Now imagine that, but during a house fire. When stress spikes, your brain dumps working memory like it's taking out the trash. This is the RAM your mind uses to think clearly. But in danger? Your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. Great for running fast, terrible for remembering door codes, safe combinations, or which way is out. Why? Because your brain evolved to focus on one thing, immediate threat. Not multitasking, not logic. Just run, hide, or fight. This is why trained professionals rehearse emergency steps until it's muscle memory. Because your smart brain? Useless under pressure. So if you ever find yourself screaming, "What's the password?" during a zombie outbreak, now you know why. Think screaming is just panic noise? Nope. It's biological weaponry. Humans evolved to scream in a way that activates the amygdala in other people's brains. That means when you hear someone scream, your fear center lights up, even if you're not in danger. It's like a contagious alarm system built into our species. Screams are designed to pierce through ambient noise with maximum emotional disturbance. Even horror movie screams mimic this, sharp, dissonant, unpredictable. Also, screaming helps release tension, regulate breathing, and, weirdly, can boost your physical strength briefly. Ask anyone who's ever rage-lifted a car tire. So yeah, that terrified yell. It's evolution's group chat notification. Loud, obnoxious, impossible to ignore. Statistics say plane crashes are rare. But what kills most survivors in actual crashes? Disorientation and hesitation. People freeze, fumble with seatbelts, grab their bags. Why? Or move the wrong direction, because the brain doesn't register the environment fast enough. In emergencies, your cognitive map melts. You might head toward the fire, thinking it's the way out. Survivors are often the ones who mentally rehearse their exit. Why? Because in danger, your body falls back on pre-learned behavior. No plan equals panic spaghetti. So yeah, want to improve your odds in a crash? Count the rows to the nearest exit. That silly safety demo? That's your brain's only hope of not short-circuiting. Here's something messed up. Pain is not a direct signal. It's your brain's opinion. You can break a bone and feel nothing in the moment, thanks to adrenaline. Or feel excruciating pain from a minor scrape if your brain's in the mood. Some people have even died from imaginary wounds. No joke. Soldiers have gone into shock from being shot, only to later discover it was just mud or a torn uniform. Pain is a survival tool, but it's also a liar. A dramatic, unreliable, context-driven drama queen. Your brain doesn't show you reality. It shows you danger. And sometimes it guesses wrong. You think you eat because you're hungry? Think again. Your brain has two major hunger signals. Homeostatic hunger, which is legit, fuel low, eat now. Hedonic hunger, which is that looks good, I want it. Guess which one runs the show in the modern world? Yep, the hedonic one. The same one that tricks you into eating at 1 a.m. because the fridge light looked kind of romantic. Your ancient biology was built for feast or famine. Now it's stuck in a 24/7 Uber Eats buffet, and it hasn't updated the firmware since the Ice Age. That's why you're starving after seeing a food commercial, even if you just ate. Try this. Close your eyes and walk across an open field. Odds are, you'll end up walking in circles. No, you're not broken. You're just lacking external reference points. Your body can't track perfectly straight movement on its own. Without visual anchors, tiny imbalances in stride length, posture, or muscle tension send you spiraling, literally. Survival-wise, this is bad news if you ever get lost in the woods or desert. Humans weren't designed for perfect internal GPS. We evolved to use the sun, stars, and landmarks. Remove those? You're just a biological Roomba. Think you're good at multitasking? You're not. No one is. Your brain doesn't do two things at once. It switches rapidly between them. This is called task switching, and it burns mental energy like a busted engine chugging gas. Worse, every time your brain switches tasks, you lose focus time and build up mental residue from the previous task. That's why you check your phone mid-conversation and then forget what you were talking about. Or open a tab, forget why, open 5 more, and spiral into oblivion. Multitasking feels productive. In reality, it's brain lag in disguise. So next time you brag about multitasking, just say, I'm interrupting myself very efficiently. Ever had a whole month pass by and remember nothing? That's because your brain doesn't store routine memories. It only saves stuff that's emotionally intense, novel, or threatening. Your commute? Deleted. Breakfast? Gone. That one awkward moment in 7th grade. Front and center. This is called memory pruning, and it's actually a survival feature. But in the modern world, where every day blends together, it turns your life into a gray blur.